just another simple sharing at this stage, like to my life registering over this last days that I am not really fine and I am not having the best ever moments. I want to set something around there. I were kind of dealing with this whole situation and trying to stop around with the idea either receive some help somehow, but this hell crap abomination Kirchner's officialism and Sodoma BFA and all sickle that generates with them in this damn shit of a land, I'm sorry the terms again, crosses in the middle of the way so I cannot receive nothing, but suddenly we're expecting for so long that they were trying so long, either receive some contact, some mail, some postas from International Criminal Court in New York that they were sending to me, like before I had to get out of here. Even states, which is the same, and this sickle democrat of the hell keeps on insisting on the same thing. So suddenly over this whole, like I said, I were trying to make something about this. I am a professional of the voice, like I already shown, and so long. So suddenly I started yesterday seeking a research, let's say, a research about this whole, and I thought about Universal Music, Argentina, Warner Music. I didn't send to Sony Music yet, and the reality were to start making something, jingles, singing, whatever, work. And suddenly I posted or published some news, classified, we'll say, in the very directory and networks offering services and for the jingles, singing, and also techniques, vocals, techniques, teaching. So suddenly I today made an Viva Visos after Mercado Libre Argentina with the soul, making a very timid chess and taking my data and doesn't let me get an account and takes my data and says it is our name that he also forged and taking which this person doesn't has this identification, this ID. This person doesn't has this identity. It's ours. This is a fraud and taken from us, which we made them to help the population and under back doors over the same disgusting hell criminal shit that they has in the world goes and says, oh, this is for the hunting. It's all and all around because of they are all criminals and terrorists. So we made them this ourselves, of course. My identity over my accounts and everything that I do so well. Taking everything that I were making up on Mercado Libre that I never could accede into no account and using all my data in the damn shit Mercado Libre Argentina K Kirchner's and Sodoma Argentina for the making the whole of the criminal degenerations have on my name saying that I do that and they knows who I am. So suddenly I already denounced this all at the International Criminal Court and they have to hold that even the G20 United Nations, and with this all that also try to doing over my accounts, making like direct access over the whole that I published, saying that it were them and I hacked, which is reverse all the time. We know this. Suddenly came the reality that I went to Viva Avisos, Viva Street, US corporation, and I made on this account, which is my second. The first I just put it down because if I were trying to sell some furniture in a time, and never concreted, nothing at all. So I never were using it. So I just put it down. Said no, sorry, and forgive me. I'm really grateful, but not meaning that. So I came with this and offering services for people who has the right hearings, moments as teachers, as anyone that gives conferences or needs to be talking or needs to be right, whatever the people which not being professional of the voice needs to communicate. And giving tutorials over this and even singing class. My problem is my mother is not wanting I to teach hearing, and I got not a place, but we can go any Burger King, McDonald's, in a very place around, and talking there's not much problem. We are not going to make a colorature and neither making scales of chromatic for the vocalizing. So suddenly there is a simplest thing, we can make it, and there is a very accessible thing to making, and interesting for also helping and giving a help to people that can maybe need it, and having this job. And even that too, offering myself to singing jingles. And suddenly this degenerates with brain, Guillermo Horacio Brain Carnival Crudo, Cabrera, and Anacondias, and all Sodoma PFA, and forensics, and the degeneration of Alvear and the aid of Corda, and the whole sickle shed of Cristina Kirchner, denouncing that I made in this for the go-ahead to rob people and prostituting myself and making damages, saying that I also am a fraud and cheating people, and telling that I also make this by robbing, saying that I do mind control to the damn disgusting Sodoma, I'm sorry the word again, faggots, witches that generate, that with this evangelic demons of hell says that I rob them by mind control, which is reverse. They live for this, and that's what they live off all the day, up on my person for about 11 years and on. And Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner with Aníbal Fernandez and all officialism that generates sickle shit Argentina, saying it do not work and do not have nothing and nothing to be all of this to have, but because of doesn't works, he to be internated of course. And that the generation forensics corp quacks, abominable cycles, freak shit. The same, the medical council of the government of the city of Buenos Aires as the government of the Republic of Argentina and all the bodies shit, saying that this is all hilarious and nothing on this happened and anything like this can say gotta be true. Because of we know this, of course. And Sodoma Federal Police of Argentina, Metropolitan, and all the generates with them, arming and making forgery and making any kind of a shit and seeking any kind of a piece of shit, pretended of witnesses about what they says to support the whole of the arming, forging, and making up them shit that they lives for enough to less humanity keep on making. So blocks my account and I cannot accede into the first ever already email that I received about notice me my account, so I can pick up and contact and notice about what is this all about, so I can see if I can start to having a chat. Further that I'll keep on making, which there says, take all United Nations, take all ICCs and everything that he were making and give it to them because of Lord. And this is what I'm saying, still telling that this is all delirium. To them that generates this. The reality of this all is Godre inties mat angididen settle tromelecha. Sparleti katledeski morledecha dismitakel en gadeska de gadidinit in shimeti galvot ongel orgadis unbodelijk aangadik zini mileti roskul bleda gadishechanov. Smela fetatikim shka atra gadid zilinov. This is going to be, yes, Tellers Sodoma Argentina the generation and Horse Babylon Brain Carnival Kirchner Sickle Demons, published in the whole of the world, already simultaneously recorded by the same ICC, US and Israel gods. Shalom. I am Alejandro Mario Blanco REDEMI from Buenos Aires at this April 8th, 2014, 1538 in Buenos Aires. And the reality of this delivers into that less humanity keeps on to cover the shits of they are one each other and keep on making what they do abomination, like they are. All for an entire damn hell shit existence they all are. So sorry again the misproper words, but so true in fact. HTTPS www. Nothing is for free and nothing is without no interest is. As bad as good. But in the good, the interest is good. And in the bad, the interest is Argentina. .int. F9. As recalled the last key in my account and the last plate in ICC. In Argentina, the interest is shit. With the burden of afforded victims and innocents. Shalom. So the reality of this is simply bet gamal vides matanim elefachim beti kamatria belefeshach khaninim kipot gamal vidafna tatwa mal veshachim intlebet gamal efeshach khadirim. Can we think on something else around this all? We have 28,869 more disappeared here. And my friends Gibson under massive Sodoma them shit rapes here, telling the whore of them it's Sodoma Queen that pretends of Queen of the Heaven and President of Argentina. They do work for something good after all. What did we want them for? Set you with this, https www. The worth of the most of the prostitutes of hell never ever seen in life, .int, the same like before. Now 1740, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Still me. Sehlá.